Hi guys, welcome to Spanish 1. So we're going to talk about the week and the month. So we're going to start with days of the week here. Los días de la semana. Los días de la semana. The first time I'll say it and the second time you say it with me. And so this way you can practice in the privacy of your own home. Days of the week are not capitalized like they are in English. They're not capitalized in Spanish. So here we go. El lunes, el lunes. You can remember that because luna is moon, like Monday, moon day. Okay. El martes, el martes. El miércoles, el miércoles. El jueves, el jueves. This one is el viernes, el viernes. El sábado, el sábado. Now, unlike the others that are named after something Latin, this one is named after something Hebrew, the Sabbath. El sábado, because a lot of Jewish people, they worship on Saturday. El sábado, el sábado. El domingo, el domingo. So both of these, the Saturday and the Sunday, are the end of the week. You will notice that right here we have el fin de la semana. You will notice, maybe if you've seen some European movies, at the end of the movie say el fin, the end, like you're finishing. And so this would be the end of the week, where in English we say weekend, they say end of the week. Let's talk about some other words here. We have hoy, which is today, hoy, mañana, mañana, tomorrow, ayer, ayer, yesterday. Let's talk about the months of the year. You will notice here that año is year. See the ña, ña. If you're afraid that you can't speak Spanish or you can't make that kind of sound, if you can say the word canyon, like the Grand Canyon, then you can do this sound. So it's the same sound like año, canyon. This is actually the only one you're going to have to memorize because all the other ones are cognates. What do I mean by cognate? Cognate means it looks and sounds about the same in English. You will notice all the other ones pretty much sound and look like English. January, you're just going to have to memorize. So here we go. Enero, enero, febrero, febrero, marzo, marzo. This is named after Mars, the god of war. So it makes sense that they're military because they were not working during the winter months. They would start up in March. And so that would be Mars after the god of war, Marzo. So here we have abril, abril, mayo, mayo, junio, junio, julio, julio, agosto, agosto, septiembre, septiembre, octubre, octubre, noviembre, noviembre, diciembre, diciembre. One interesting thing that you will note is that Julio is named after Julius Caesar because he was born in this month, and when he died, they went ahead and renamed the month after him. So then we also have Agosto, which was Caesar Augustus. That month was named after him. And then we have the last 4 months here, September, October, November, and December. Strangely enough, this is very similar to some words in Spanish. Septiembre is very close to 7 or 7th. Octubre, like ocho, 8. Octubre. Noviembre, like 9, nueve, noveno. And diciembre, like 10. Like I told you before, there were only 10 that were labeled, 10 that were named, and so this would be the 10th month, and that is why that it's named that way. Let's talk about how to say the dates. So if we have el primer de enero, el primer de enero, this is the only one where you actually have to say an ordinal number. What do I mean by that? In English, we would say like the 14th of February. And so you put that TH on it. But in Spanish, they don't do that. They only do that for the first, which would be called el primer. You can remember that because if you see like a video premiere or a movie premiere, that would be the first time that that movie or that music video was released and the first time anyone's watching it. So that's why it's called the premiere. You would be saying that word for the word first. So el primer de enero. Now, the rest of these all go with, like, here we have el 2 de febrero. That says the 2 of February. So not the 2nd, but the 2 of February. So let's go through these twice. El 2 de febrero. El 2 de febrero. El 3 de marzo. El 3 de marzo. El 4 de abril. El 4 de abril. El 5 de mayo. El 6 de junio, el 6 de junio, el 7 de julio, el 7 de julio. So now let's talk about the months of the year when it comes to how to say the date. We have el calendario, the calendar. If someone wanted to ask you what is the date, they would say, ¿Cuál es la fecha? ¿Cuál es la fecha? Which one is the date? In English, we always say what for everything. Like, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? What's your phone number? What's the date? But in Spanish, they often say which one. So think about, like, if you have 35 shows to pick, then which one is your favorite? If there are 365 dates of the year, which one is the date? Not what's the date, but which one of those 365 is the date. That's why we use ¿Cuál es la fecha? Because of which one is the date. So your answer might be, Hoy es el 5 de octubre. Hoy es el 5 de octubre. Today is the 5th of October. Now, once again, you'll notice that the days of the week and the months of the year are not capitalized. So how would you write these dates? March 20th. How would you write that? Okay. So I'm going to give you pause here for a second. March 20th. How would you say that? Pause the video and then say it to yourself and see if you're correct. El 20 de marzo. El 20 de marzo. June 5th. Pause it. El 5 de junio. El 5 de junio. All right, April 11th. Go ahead and pause it. El 11 de abril. El 11 de abril. Here are some questions that you might see regarding the date. Somebody might ask you, ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? When is your birthday? So your answer might be, es el 11 de enero. It's the 11th of January. Es el 11 de enero. All right, so somebody might also ask you, like in a business setting, ¿Cómo es tu horario esta semana? What is your schedule like this week? See the word horario? It looks like hour almost. So what is your schedule hourly like this week? I have some picked here that are cognates. Once again, what are cognates? The words that look like English that you can kind of guess at. So we have el lunes yo tengo arte y historia. So you might say, Monday I have art and history. So just like another capitalization thing, in English we would have the subjects like math or science or social studies, we would have those capitalized in English. But in Spanish, they do not have them capitalized. The second one would be, el miércoles yo practico el piano a las 5 de la tarde. We'll say it again. El miércoles yo practico el piano a las 5 de la tarde. You can probably guess at this one. You would say, Wednesday, I practice piano at 5 in the afternoon. El sábado, mi familia y yo miramos fútbol americano. El sábado, mi familia y yo miramos fútbol americano. It says Saturday, my family and I watch American football. So that would be like, American football, not soccer. So